Hey, what are you doing?
Hi, I'm Dylan, and I'm developing a crab game called Scuttle, where you move along the beach using unique controls with a unique movement scheme and avoid seagulls and other obstacles to get to the water or the next checkpoint. So these past 2 weeks I've been working on the movement controller, and I've been trying to figure out what a good balance between something being hard to do but still fun. Because if it's too easy, then the game's gonna be kind of boring. Because a lot of this game's gonna rely on to make it kind of interesting is how weird the movement is. And if it's too hard, it's just gonna feel annoying. So tonight, I'm gonna try to redo the movement scheme.
So the movement's going to be divided into 4 sections: moving right, moving left, rotating counterclockwise, and rotating clockwise. And the idea is that for each one of these movement sections, you're going to have to alternate pressing 2 keys to scurry around like you're a crab. So each key gives an impulse, and the impulse gets reset when the other key is pressed. So F, D, F, D, F, D, F, D, a seagull. So we go F, D, 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 and you could go fast. It's kind of fun. And then, so it's just the same thing, except it's J, K on the other side. And you have to alternate pretty fast to get going. And as for rotation, it's E and S. But for E and S, I alternate, and I'm able to rotate. Same thing on the other side. So if you're playing the game, it's almost like you are sounding like a crab and acting like a crab. It's the first crab type game.
I still need that art component to feel inspired. And generally, early on in the games, it's not good to just do all the art right up front. Because then you're like painting the house before the foundation is even up. That's a metaphor. This is simile, actually.
And we're back. Just gonna hop back into Unreal Engine and see if I can do something. Okay. Right now, I have the movement kind of divided up into these 4 sections. And basically how it works is there's a input action, like a key is pressed, and then it checks if that key is available, then it moves the character on an impulse, and then it sets up for the next key. Originally, I only had it so that there were 2 parts of the struct. So like you could just alternate JK, JK, JK to move right, and then FD, FD, FD to move left. But that was like too easy, and it didn't really capture the scurrying feeling that I wanted. But this is a lot closer.
So this turned out to be actually a terrible rabbit hole to go down, and I realized that I actually preferred the previous movement scheme that I had showcased earlier in the video, and having 4 keys to move one direction was ridiculous and just not even fun. But here's a bunch of videos of me trying to make it work.
There's probably a way to make like a toggle switch in one node, but I didn't really know how to do that, so I just, toggle increments every time the spacebar is pressed, and then modulo, see what the remainder is, and if it's 0...
It is Monday, and I already worked on some music and gone for a run. And now I'm going to work on the crab. Fuck! Well, I've officially broken more things than fixed. today. Okay. I'm going to get this camera smooth and working with the movement today, no matter what. Did I fix it? I don't think I even changed anything. So I think the problem is I'm running a timeline inside of event tick, which doesn't make a lot of sense because every time this event tick is triggered and he's going the right direction, the right speed, this timeline triggers, but this timeline takes 0.4 seconds, and the event tick, I would imagine, is a lot faster than that. So I think I'm going to do is make a custom function to trigger the camera movement rather than constantly looking for it in the event tick. So we're back to where we were 2 days ago, but everything's a lot cleaner and better now. In terms of features, nothing added. But the movement and camera are finally settled. Maybe.
Okay, so I didn't get as much as I wanted to get done in these past 2 weeks, but I am still going to try to upload consistently every 2 weeks. And I am pretty happy that I got the camera moving a lot more smoothly, and the movement is finalized, so I can kind of move on to the art style, or something a little bit more fun. But yeah, thanks for watching, and hope to see you back here in 2 weeks.
What if the lobster and the seagulls are friends with the crab? You know, maybe it's not a hunting survival game. Maybe it's more of like a Stardew Valley meets guy who doesn't know how to program and making a crab game. What if this is like his dad?